your audience are very important. So we have verbal communication, which is the spoken word, what I'm actually doing now. And we have non-verbal communication, which are the body languages, facial expression, and gesture. I can remember the last time I spoke on this platform, we talked about non-verbal communication. Something came up like that. Because while you're on stage, you have to use all of this. You use your spoken word, which is communication, and then your verbal, non-verbal communication. That's your body language, your facial expression, your gesture. All of these are important while you are influencing through communication. How to be persuasive, how to inspire with your voice, and how to lead with your voice. All of this has to go hand in hand. So communication is not just about the spoken word. Also, we have written communication. For those that write, people that write, you know very well, sometimes you write and you wonder, is this really coming from me? Wow, this is powerful. The result, you pick up a book. I don't know how many of us that have read this book, The 24 Laws of Persuasion, so otherwise called The 24 Laws of Seduction. That book is talking about persuasion. That's what politicians use. They persuade you to vote. And for every politician, they must have a skill, a communication skill. If you're in business, you're in academics, so whatever field that you find yourself in, you must know how to communicate. Now let's look at persuasion. Persuasion is also like saying seduction, because you have to influence with your voice. So what is persuasion? We have to establish that fact before we move into our topic of today. Now, persuasion is the act of influencing someone through your words, or you can say persuasion is the act of influencing someone thought, belief, attitude, or actions through communication, reasoning, or appeal. So for your word to be persuasive, it must be able to influence someone. How am I going to influence you to do something you don't want to do? That means I have to use my words. I have to apply to your emotions. I have to apply to your mind. So when you're in an audience, when you're speaking to an audience, you have to know that we have types of audience. We have an emotional audience and a logic audience. There are some audience that want you to go with statistics, facts, and there are audience that want you to appeal to their mind. Give them a story, give them pictures, let them see what you are seeing. So with this, you can persuade them. So that's persuasion for you. You influence someone through words. In simple terms, you can say persuasion is how you convince. I love using convince for persuasion. Is how you convince someone to say things the way you do, or to take a particular action. I'm able to convince, when you are having a debate in secondary school, when you are done speaking, you say, I hope I am able to convince you. So that's persuasion. You want to persuade your audience to see from your own point of view. So for you to influence through communication, you must have to be persuasive. Your words must be persuasive. And before I move into the three core elements of influencing through communication, we have to look at the word inspire. I know we use this word so much, so I want you to note that a speaker motivating an audience to believe in themselves is an example of persuasion. And then the key point about persuasion, it involves communication, whether it's written, non-written, or verbal. So for you to persuade someone, it must involve communication. So it appeals to logic, emotions, or values. So when we have politicians coming to say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and we all turn into vote, or like I've recommended the book now, The 24 Laws of Persuasion. As I've recommended that book, if you read that book by Robert Greene, that means I'm able to persuade you. My words have been able to persuade you to go get that book for yourself. So I have appealed to your logic and your emotions or value when it's aligned with you. So persuasion is not manipulation. It's not manipulation. So let's look at the other word, the meaning of inspire. That is the key words for this topic: influencing through communication, how to persuasive, inspire, and lead with your voice. To inspire means to fill someone with the desire, motivation, or confidence to do something meaningful or to become better. When you talk to someone and they feel the power from your voice, you feel they are motivated to do something, that means you are able to inspire them. Your words have pushed them to take actions. What does inspiration does? It motivates action. It uplifts and encourages. So it often comes through words, actions, or example. So a speaker encouraging others to pursue their dreams, to do better, to learn how to communicate like leaders, to be strategic communicators. What you're trying to do is to inspire. So inspiration goes beyond words. It touches the heart, shifts perspective, and ignites. So now let's look at the 4 elements of influencing through communication. If you want to influence through communication, you have number 1 is precise. I don't know if you have a pen there. Precise, you have to be precise, persuasive, and articulation. Precise, persuasive, and articulation. Let's look at these 3 words together. When you are given a topic, what does precision mean? It has to be precise. Precision means expressing your thoughts clearly, accurately, and without unnecessary words. You have to be precise in what you are saying. It's about saying exactly what you mean in a direct and an understandable way. Before we get to this point, I have already established the fact that communication is not, you cannot say you are communicating if your audience do not understand you, if they are not following. For example, if I have to teach in a nursery school, in a nursery class, I have to use words that are simpler words, so those students or those people in that class are able to understand. So communication is not just grammar, it's not just how you speak, the words you use, your terminologies, it's how they understand. Saying it in a direct, exactly way, they will understand in an understandable way. So instead of speaking vaguely, you go straight to the point with clarity. So number 1, core element for influencing through communication is precise, being precise, persuasive, and articulation. Why should we include persuasive? Your words should be able to push them to action, to take action. And now, articulation is the ability to express your thoughts and ideas smoothly and effectively when speaking. So it's not just about speaking, it's about speaking in a way that people understand easily. For example, you speak confidently when you're on stage. Your audience are looking at you. The way you put your hands in the pockets, the way you're scratching your hair, the way you're looking down, when meanwhile you're supposed to look at them, all of those things you are communicating to them. So whatever thing you have to do, it must be precision, persuasion, and articulation. Express it smoothly and clearly. The core element is precise, persuasive, and articulation. You can say precision, persuasive, and articulation. You have to articulate your words. Your words should be as powerful as you should be, and they should be able to understand you. The next one, we have visionary communication. I titled that visionary communication. If you are following, please let me know. Just type there, I'm following. Let me know if you are following. Just go ahead and type, I'm following. Okay, let's look at the meaning of visionary communication, which is number 2. Visionary communication is the ability to clearly express ideas, goals, and possibility about the future in a way that will inspire, influence, and move people into action. Okay, thank you, Alex. Which will move people into action. The key element for this is clarity of vision. Why are you talking?